Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eric, and what I have for you today is a little something that came in the mail just yesterday. I was out and about, actually doing a full day of eating with Ryan and my girlfriend Daniela, so I didn't get around to doing a review on this, but what I have here actually is my Inzer. It's one of the Forever belt. It's a 10 millimeter, as you can see, in obviously black. Size medium, and I got it with the Forever, the lever belt, or sorry, the lever, not the belt. But yeah, overall, I've used an Inzer before, and some of my lifts you could see in the video. Ryan and I have been lifting with his belt, but in the time being, I've been content with using his, but I just thought it's about time I get my own. Starting to take a few steps into taking lifting a little bit more seriously. So I took the initiative and I got one of these belts myself. I had the pleasure, like I said, of lifting with Ryan and his belt, so I know how fantastic they are. So honestly, no complaints. What you could expect to get with one of these Inzer belts is that they are super rigid, really tough, which is also a bit of a negative in my point. To break in, which is, it comes with the territory of having such a thick leather belt, but it also makes it super supportive. So as you can see here, I literally just opened it up. I kind of geeked out and just had to see it, so that's why I ripped the box open, and I wasn't able to show you the actual unboxing of it. But as you can see, what I'm doing here is I just trying to break it in, just trying to soften up the leather a bit. Luckily, it's super hot here in Vancouver these days, so I know that the moisture and heat is supposed to help break up, I guess the fibers and whatnot in the leather. But all in all, this is super tough. It comes really rigid out of the box, and I've been doing this a couple times now, back and forth. Just overall, just a great belt. I know that with the belt, especially for me, I have poor mobility in my heels. So when I do go down to, I guess, like the ass to grass portion of my squat, when I go down to my zero, so to speak, I do get a bit of a butt wink. I guess the tension in my glutes, it really lets off. And I forget to keep it tight as well as my core, and sometimes I get that little hinge or that butt wink people like to call it. But I know that this belt really does a solid in the way of keeping my core super tight, and it gives me that mental reminder to just keep everything super rigid, really tight, so when I go down, I don't get as much of a butt wink. The one downside of these Inzer belts is, yeah, they are super rigid and super tough, which is what they're meant to do and what they're meant to be like. But right, I guess the only way I could explain it is from my top ab to my second, well, I guess my top two, and then my bottom four, the two after that. It gets cut fairly badly. It's not so bad now because I haven't deadlifted with these, with a belt in a little while, but I actually will get a visible, like a parallel cut mark, scab over a little bit because of how tight it is and whatnot. So I figured maybe, getting my own belt might help aid that. It might help, I guess, when I break it in for me. That belt was broken in for Ryan, so I guess it personally matches his body type and size. But getting one of these belts myself, hopefully this will break into my contour of my shape and my body, and hopefully, yeah, it'll treat me really well. We will most likely be doing a review of the overall greatness of the Inzer belt, and also probably most likely going the controversial, which is better for a lifting shoe, the Adi Power or the Nike Romelios. But Ryan right now is lifting with the Adidas Adi Powers, and I'm rocking the Romelio 2s. But yeah, before I end the video, I wanted to give a quick shout out. Let me see what sorry, to Inner Strength. This company, I don't know if you can see them. If you're in Canada, Inner Strength is a wicked company to deal with. This is who I bought this belt off of, and they're a Canadian, obviously based company. I know that a lot of Canadians are having a hard time trying to find Inzer, and when you order off of their website, they will, like, you hear nasty stories of it taking like 3 to 4 months. But Inner Strength, as soon as they didn't have these in stock when I first wanted them, but as soon as they came into stock, Rhea, I believe that's how you pronounce her name, she shot me a message right away and dealt with all my problems really, really fast and very professionally. So I'm super excited to get this belt underway, and if there's any Canadians out there that are looking to purchase one of these, I would really suggest Inner Strength. Let me show you this one again. Yeah, Inner Strength, and talk to Rhea. They have a full line of Inzer, a lot of the Ray-Bans, like the lifting knee sleeves that a lot of people are using, and I'm looking to pick up a pair of those as well. So yeah, thank you so much. This is going to be a brief unboxing of the Inzer belt, and stay tuned for a full-on review, most likely of the Inzer belt, and what I think of it after lifting with it for a couple weeks time, and my Romelio 2s. Thanks so much, guys.